So we've been talking about HSPs, and I wanted to shift gears and start talking about our superpowers, our gifts, because we definitely have a boatload of those. Hi, I'm Deeptha. I am a holistic, integrative, creative arts therapist, and I use mind body tools like art therapy, EFT, or it's also called tapping, mindfulness techniques to help my clients heal by connecting to their body, to their emotions, to themselves, and find their way back to joy. First is you're very empathetic. You've been feeling people's emotions. Oftentimes, you've been feeling emotions which are not your own. And maybe you haven't realized that, oh, these are not my own, these are somebody else's. You've just felt like a muddle inside. So we are very empathetic, and that's because we have more mirror neurons. Our nervous system is wired in a way that we have more mirror neurons, and these are the neurons that exist in mammals that help us attune to each other, that help us connect and build bonds, right? And so when we have more of this, it means that we're able to pick up information much faster. We're able to attune much faster. So we can walk into a room and very quickly read the room and understand who is in what kind of emotional state. Now, you might be thinking, wait, Deeptha, that can be overwhelming. I agree. So some of these gifts, like if we don't know how to manage them, can feel like challenges, right? And it is a double-edged sword for many of the things that I'll be telling you. So first, we are very empathetic. What does this mean? It makes us brilliant caregivers. It'll make us brilliant teachers, doctors, healers, I don't know, managers, wherever you think empathy is a gift and a boon and a trait. So when we find ourselves in settings and roles or organizations that appreciate empathy, you're going to feel more appreciated, right? So it feels more of a gift. But if you find yourself in workplaces or in personal settings where empathy is really not appreciated, it's going to feel challenging. So yeah, that is our first gift. That's one of my favorites, so that's why I led with that. We also tend to take in a lot of information, which makes us amazing at pattern recognition, problem solving, coming up with more holistic solutions, coming up with more systemic solutions. So think high-level policy work, user design, like user experience, service design, product design. We're very creative, so the design space is a place that we will thrive. We do thrive. You will see a lot of creatives being HSPs, right? So that's the second gift. So I actually clubbed creativity and problem solving and our ability to take in a lot of information at once. So those are actually 3 different gifts. So we're on 4. I'm trying to think. We tend to be intuitive. I'm going to say that's because of our ability to really process things deeply. We like to take the time to think, right? We like it slow. When we're allowed to think slowly, when we're allowed to process all that we've been feeling, we've been sensing, and I think there is an innate ability for us to now listen to our quiet voice. So yeah, it makes us also very good at intuiting what's happening here. And it can be a gift. It can be a gift if you allow yourself to feel and act on that, right? And I do, as an art therapist, I will say this. Intuition is something that we are born with, but as we grow up, we very quickly lose contact with that because the more instructions we're given to do things, to be a certain way, it depends on our parenting style, how we grew up in a household. Definitely school kind of rips that away from us. We're not allowed to follow our intuition a lot, not about what's feeling not so okay. We're supposed to just do certain things. So we do lose contact with our intuitive ability, but it's not too late. We can get it right back up We just need to bring it back like a muscle. We start practicing, we start building trust with our um, intuitive voice, I want to say, and bring that gift back. So reclaiming it, right? You'll hear me use this word again and again and again, because I think this aspect of coming to realization of what our gifts are is in some way reclaiming our space in this world. And I'm hoping that through these videos and the tools that I share, people like you and I are able to now go about, take up space. Because usually HSPs, we find the world so overwhelming, we usually want to hide out. We want to be in a quiet, dark space, handling our overwhelm. And the other side of it is possible. We can be out and about, living in this world, thriving in this world, and making our gifts available to others. Because we're here to create beautiful things, to provide all of the gifts that we have to others, right? Like our empathy, our creativity, our intuition, our problem solving. We're so good at so many things. So I'm hoping that more and more HSPs are able to heal and find their, I guess, their formula, because each HSP, we are uniquely our own set of sensitivities, and therefore we're also uniquely our own set of gifts, which means we need to find our own individual formula. I am going to share some tools that worked for me, and my encouragement is always, now try those out and find your own little, like secret sauce for yourself.